Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. So last time we left off, we were continuing on with our journey of collecting all the Geoculi and the Animunculi. We've collected all the Animunculi, and we're still collecting the Geoculi, but we're actually doing pretty good on it. I think we've collected quite a few, as you can see. We've got all the ones up here, except for the one that's done by this quest, which we did kind of start the quest, so we'll be able to finish that at some point. And we collected all the way down through here. We got a lot we got to do over here, because this whole area, I've hardly explored any of it, which is kind of bad, because there's a lot over there to do and everything, so we'll need to do that. But yeah, we're going to continue making our way this way, collecting, kind of go up, and then swoop around, and then head back up this way, and kind of get it all collected. But yeah, that's kind of our goal. I know this is going to be kind of a long time thing, because we're, until we get this done, we can't really move on. But as soon as I finish this, I'll probably do a little bit of leveling stuff, either off cam, or if you guys want, I can do a special, or just do like an episode or two of grinding out some stuff. But we'll, try to get that stuff done so we can finally head to Inazuma, because Inazuma is a lot of fun. It's got some good story stuff, and it's very interesting and different than the two areas we've been in this entire time. Plus, I really want to eventually get to Sumeru, because this place is freaking awesome. I'm really enjoying it. They did a great job on it. The atmosphere, the characters, everything. So, yeah, I think that covers just about everything. Remember to like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more, but without further ado, let's get back to our hunt. Okay, so our next one is right over here on this little island. So the closest place is probably flying over from the Wangshu Inn. I think that would be our best bet. I know, soon I think I'm going to have to clear out all my markers from Mondstadt, because it looks like we're starting to run really low on them. Okay, that should be right directly this way from it. Yeah, I should go right from this edge here, across the water, and it's probably going to come into view here any second, because I think it's going to be right on that little mountain right there. Any second, is it going to pop in? Or no, it's going to be, there it is, I see it in the air. And there's the clover thing that's going to lift us up in the air. Yeah, a lot of these that I missed, it's not so much that they were hard to find, or that it was like they were super well hidden. I mean, we found a few that were kind of hidden, but a lot of them is just because of the fact we just didn't explore. And I think that's kind of, I mean, I know it's my fault, because of the fact that I was so pressed for just getting the story done, I kind of glided past all this stuff and only collected stuff that was on our way to story stuff. And so I really probably should have explored a little bit more, because a lot of this stuff, if you were really just like exploring, just straight up walking around, checking out everything kind of thing, you probably would have found a lot of these just on your day-to-day explorations. Do I have any of the keys for... No, I don't have any keys for this area, so that's okay. So I won't go to any of the Shrine of Death things. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, you would probably find a lot of these just on your normal exploring stuff, because it's not like they're like super out of the way. They're just kind of out of the way. Like, see, we should have discovered all this mine stuff over here. Ooh, okay, this spawned a lot more enemies than I was originally expecting. Let's just go ahead and crush them all.
Solidified.
Really need to get him better stuff, because he'll be a huge powerhouse if we can get him leveled up properly and everything with good weapons and whatnot. Because like I said, his artifacts are really good right now. I didn't want to read that. I don't need to know about the mine. I wanted my treasure.
Empty
Thank
chest.
you. Okay,
Good
is this
for
one
storage.
in the mine, or is it outside the mine? Oop, I meant to... I got all my characters wrong, because technically I normally run characters like Zhongli and stuff. Ah, here it is. On the right D-pad button. But because of the fact that I don't have Jean running right now, and I don't have... Because, on my personal one I have Jean and everything, which is like my all-time favorite character. Well, not all-time favorite character. I think Razor might be my all-time favorite character. Maybe Kazuha. Kazuha is phenomenal. But anyways, I normally have Jean, though. She's my all-time favorite healer, we'll say. Because I really like how she plays and everything for being my healer and whatnot, the way I have her built. But anyways, so it's like my buttons are all off for where I normally have characters, because I don't normally have Zhongli here. Fischl being there doesn't bother me so much, because I do generally have my my bow character, usually like a long-range character, set to the right D-pad button. Okay, I gotta go down there. Yeah, I might as well go grab it. The other one I think is gonna be on top of the hill. So I'll have to go back and climb the hill. There we go. It seems like Leeways are a lot easier to get, but I think it's because it seems like, kind of fitting the theme. A lot of the ones in Leeway tend to be underground, where it seems like a lot of the ones in Mondstadt tend to be up in the air. Which again, kind of makes sense, because, Animunculi, Geoculi kind of goes with the whatchamacallit, the element. Why it was so hard for me to think of the word element. Ooh, do I want to fight you? Yeah, we need the material that you guys dropped. Oh dear.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh, really, Zhongli, don't run up that pillar. There we go. I really need to get Ventus available before this guy puts up a shield. Okay, I was like, is he putting up a shield? Because that would totally suck. Come on,
Think
and
you can get
now do
away?
this.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Oh, that was weird. It just like knocked me out of that.
We'll have order.
This.
Stabilize.
Okay, I need to take out this guy before he becomes a problem. There we go. Took him out before he became a problem. That's good.
Here we go.
Whoa, my camera just totally spazzed out there. I might as well. I got shields up and everything. Might as well just go off. No, hit the guy coated in water, not the guy coated in electricity. There we go. I was like, really, Razor? You know better than that. Okay, wow. I'm like doing nothing to this dude.
Solidify.
And that doesn't really take down his shield.
Let's play.
Yeah, he does like no
Imperial
damage.
decree.
I know hitting with electricity really isn't doing a lot, but it's about all I got. I mean, this is doing okay damage. I guess it's doing enough. Not as much as I'd like, but not too little.
Yahoo!
Stabilize.
Honestly, not too bad. He'll go down here soon. It's just gonna be a little bit of a long one. Maybe get Fischl for some extra. Wait, not Zhongli. See, I keep wanting to switch to him for some reason. Here we go. Like I said, I needed the stuff anyways from these guys for some level up stuff. So it's not like it was that bad of an idea.
Strange.
How did I miss this one? Because I could have swore I've been up here before, and isn't it just right here? Okay, I hear it. Is it like right above me? Oh, it is.
Here we
It's just
go.
right above me. How did I miss that? I know I've been up here before. At least I think I have. Maybe I haven't. No, maybe I haven't, because I didn't get the other two that were near here. And there's another one that's, if I go directly this way, it's straight this way.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
It's like this whole little plateau area had a bunch of them. It's like I never came up here. As was like a large portion of these not being found was just totally on me, just not exploring, because I was, again, focused mainly on the story stuff. So I knew this was eventually going to be a problem where I was going to need to do all these. And it's not really a problem, because this is enjoyable. It's, you know, it's just some nice exploration. You know, I don't know how fun it is to watch, so thank you guys for sticking around and watching the videos of this, because like I said, I don't know how enjoyable this is to watch me just kind of run around and explore all this stuff,
Brace
but
yourself.
it's a lot of fun to play through these areas, which, again, I do recommend this game. It is free to play, so I know it has very predatory in nature, I guess you could say, due to the fact that it's, the gacha style in it is very, like, it preys on people's, you know, the dopamine addiction kind of thing, where basically, you know, you get a hit every time you wish, it's kind of hit a dopamine, which, you know, I know that feeling all too well, and it can be a big problem, which is one of the reasons I try very hard not to spend money on this game, if at all possible. There is a few characters I will spend money on, which they do rerun characters a lot too, so if there is a character you're really worried about, you know, missing out on, about the only one that I think has been kind of bad for reruns so far has been, there's been, Yai Miko has only happened once, which luckily I got her on my personal one, because she's cool. So Yai Miko's only ran once, and then I think the only other character that's only... Is that the only character that's only been ran one time? I'm trying to think, but I think she might be the only one that's... I feel like there should have been others, but... I mean, besides, you know, like Tainari, because he's brand new and everything. So besides brand new characters... Oh, seriously? I think that's the only one that's only been ran once? I may be totally wrong on that, so take that with a huge grain of salt. Oh no, Eula? No, Eula's been ran multiple times.
Thank Barbados.
Shenhe. Yeah, she's only Shenhe, or however you say her name. I can't say her name properly. She's only been ran, once. Ooh, the Fillet Blade. That's actually a pretty good 3-star weapon. Okay, there was supposed to be one, like, right here. At least I thought there was. Or no, it's more this way. Yeah, it's supposed to be actually, like, right over here somewhere, I think. Hello? There we go. I was like, I should be able to activate that. Okay, it should be somewhere, like, over here-ish. At least I thought. Oh, there it is. Okay, it just wasn't low enough to the ground, because it's right here. Or no, did I just pass it? I think I just saw it and corner of my eye? No, I did not. It's lower. Okay, how low is this thing? Oh, there it is. But so Shenhe has only been ran once. So, yeah, so basically those two are the ones that have been ran once. And then Kazuha, he just recently had his rerun, as you guys saw and everything. So, and his took a year. That's why I was like, so he's the only other character who I'm kind of like, ugh, he took quite a while to come back. But generally, though, characters do get reran, you know, at least it almost seems like maybe twice a year kind of thing, or, you know, they usually get a rerun within the year if they come out, maybe. Generally, I can't say for sure. I don't know the statistics on it, because as more characters come out, the reruns get pushed further and further apart. But since they started doing this double banner thing that we see going on, we've been getting a lot more characters getting reran and everything, so it's actually making it a lot better. I don't know why I didn't let go of that, but okay. So try not to get, that's my advice for playing this game to people who, you know, might have a bit of a problem with, you know, FOMO, fear of missing out, is that basically try not to get too hung up on the fact that if a character goes away, they will come back. It may be only a few months, it may be a whole year, but they will come back. So try not to get too hung up on that, because that's one of the things that they prey on technically, and that can really, you know, that can cause some impulse decisions to be made. That's basically the only advice I can really give for it, is try not to give into your impulse. If it's a character you absolutely love and you have to have that character specifically, and you already planned on getting that character, and you just like, you failed your 50-50, or you were like 5 wishes away and you're at a guarantee, and I don't know if I'll be able to get out to there. I think I gotta ice bridge this. There's no way I can get out there from swimming, I don't think. I mean, I guess I could actually, going from here would technically be closer. Going from that platform, but nah, we'll go ahead and ice bridge it. Because that's like the main thing to keep in mind is, do I have another party set up? Oh, I kind of do, but we'll just switch Fischl out for, ooh, who would be the better ice character for that? Kaya is actually phenomenal at ice bridging. I think I'm gonna go with him because Rosaria is not that great at it, I don't think, and Changyun is really bad at it. Diona is really, really bad at it.
Ready when you are.
So we'll Kaya bridge it out.
Cool it.
This is gonna take a while, ain't it? I'll swim whenever we get closer. Actually, I have his.
Will be frozen in time. Freeze.
Oh, I thought that would actually work. Will it work if I step in the water? It kind of does. It's not that good. Kind of a waste of a burst, but oh well. But anyways, so that's the main thing is try to keep in mind is don't give in. Pick characters like. There's no shame in looking ahead, because I always look ahead to see what characters are coming up. I look for the leaks to see what order they're supposed to come out in or whatnot. Just because of the fact that planning ahead and deciding which characters you're okay with passing on and which characters you want to save up for, that can save you a lot of heartache, especially on a free-to-play account. That could really guarantee you a lot more characters, because like, on my personal account, whenever I first started playing before there was tons of characters and everything, the only characters I ever spent money on was Venti, which it kind of sucked that I spent money on him, because I was at, like, I didn't understand the pity system, because he was the first character out. It was my first time playing, like, a gacha style game. And so, I was at, like, 75 wishes, and I didn't realize that there was a pity at 90, that you were guaranteed a 5-star. And so, I bought a bunch of wishes. I think I bought, like, 20, 30 bucks worth of wishes. It wasn't, like, a lot. It wasn't, like, crazy out there. And so, I started pooling, and I was like, okay, let's try to get Venti. And I got him within, like, 5 wishes because of the fact that I didn't realize I was so close to the pity number. So it was like, it kind of made it, you know, is a little pointless for me to do that. But also, it was the last day of his banner, and I'm very glad I got Venti, so I don't regret it at all. But, so basically, him and then Zhongli, it was like his second to last day. I ended up buying him, and I got him again on the next wish. That always happens for some reason with me. I get him on, like, the next wish right after I buy wishes, generally. It's kind of funny. But those are the only 2 times, and I bought for Zhongli's banner, I bought, I think it was like 10, 15 bucks worth of wishes. It wasn't like a whole lot, because I was really close to pity again. And so, basically, I think I'm trying to think around that time what characters were out and everything. So basically, for me spending that, I only, whatchamacallit, for me spending that much, for me, only spending, I think, like, maybe 50 bucks total on the game, maybe 60, it was something like that. For me, only spending that much. By the time I spent, I'm trying to think, I don't think I spent any more money than that. Yeah, I don't think I didn't spend more money than that until, I think, like, No, I think that was the last time I actually spent money on characters for myself. I have family members that bought me characters and everything, which I'm very grateful for, you know, gave me money to buy characters that I really wanted and everything, so, you know, I kind of don't count that, though, because it wasn't my money. For actual money that I spent and I had to decide to spend, I've only spent maybe less than $100 on it, and basically, for my free-to-play characters, I had gotten, from just saving up my normal wishes and everything, I had got, like, Ganyu, Kaching, who else did I get for free-to-play stuff? Jean, Mona. I'm trying to think who else, because I got I actually got multiple Jean, actually, now that I think about it. So that's why I'm like, you can get a lot of characters just by being a little more frugal with your free-to-play stuff. Like Miko, I was willing to pay for her because I want her so bad. Again, she's a fox. I love foxes, obviously. Channel name, hello. And then, you know, I like a lot of the Catalyst characters because I do enjoy more mage characters. Again, as you guys have seen in a lot of the games I play and everything. I had to switch Kai out. And so, basically, I was saving up for her, and I got her. I didn't have to pay for it just by saving up my free-to-play wishes. It's because I planned for it, because the banner that was before her, I forgot what character it was, but I decided to skip that character. And so basically, if you can play it properly and basically just kind of pick and choose and be okay with skipping a certain character or realizing, you know, you can't get every character, so you need to be a little more picky on any of the items you drop. And so you be a little more picky and be a little more frugal and really pay attention to which ones you can skip, which ones you need to pull for now, or which ones you have to have because you absolutely love their moveset and the way they play and you can use them. You can really make free-to-play go a very long way. And yeah, it can be a little annoying because you basically gotta play you gotta play daily at least to do the dailies, because those 60 Primo Gems a day really add up over time. And then you need to do all the events because events give you tons of wishes and tons of, you know, Primo Gems and everything for doing them. You also need to do the, what is it called? I just like totally drew like where I was going. You need to really make wishes, actually, because the monthly store wishes really add up over time too. Didn't mean to do that. And so getting those 5 free wishes on the standard banner and 5 free wishes on the event banner every month can also be really beneficial. And again, those are ones you need to make sure... Okay, let's take it over here. I was like, what is that for? So those are ones you really need to save up too. Because like right now, like I said, I'm saving for Kusanali whenever she comes out. Possibly Sino. I don't know if I'm going to pull for him or not. I really want him. But I just don't know if I could justify it because I really want Kusanali. But anyways, I've been saving up my monthly purchase ones. And so those add up too because, you know, those you don't have to worry about Primo Gems. Those are just straight wishes. So that's why I'm like, as a free-to-play player, I understand a lot of people's frustration. This game can be a bit cruel in a sense to free-to-play players because they make it really... There's a lot you have to do in order to be successful free-to-play now because there is so much in the game. Whenever the game first came out, there was a lot... You didn't have to pay for a lot, it didn't seem like. Yeah, you could pay to skip a lot of stuff, but generally the free-to-play aspect was very generous. But now there's so much game and so much stuff to do and a lot of stuff that requires, you know... Well, not requires, but that if you paid real money, it would make it easier or take a lot of the stress off or would speed things up. So there's a lot of grinding you have to do in order to keep up with all this stuff now. And so it is a bit more predatory to free-to-play. However,
brace yourself.
if you can make a routine out of it, and don't be too mad about like skipping the routine. Luckily, that's one of the things. This is kind of a bit of a tangent. That is one of the good things about this game, is that there is no... The only loss to not playing every single day, you know, to like do your dailies or whatnot, the only loss is the loss of the 60 Primo Gems. It's not like one of those games. I played games where it's just like, oh yeah, there's a daily login bonus, but if you miss one day, all of your bonuses reset, and basically they compound. So I forgot what game it was. There was one game that I played daily, and the only reason I logged in every day is because if you missed one day and the login bonus reset, oh, I'm trying to remember how... I'm trying to think how to explain it. So basically, each day you logged in on this game... Again, I can't remember what the game was, so I don't remember exactly. I just remember I think it was like premium currency. You got premium currency, but every consecutive day you logged in, you got... It like multiplied the amount of the premium currency you received for logging in. So it was like, oh, day 1 you only get like 2. But day 5, you get 10. Day 30, you get like 60. And basically, it's like that. And basically, it multiplied. And I was like, okay, that was awesome. So if I missed a day and it reset that counter, it just totally, you know, I couldn't. I was so freaked out about getting it every day. And so games like that are really... I don't like that because then it becomes like a job. And you feel like you have to log in. Luckily, Genshin isn't like that in a sense. One, a lot of the events are long enough to where if you skip a couple of days, you're fine, which I've had to kind of come to terms with that, you know, like the event that's going on right now for Sumeru, I haven't finished it. I'm only like maybe a third of the way through it on my personal account. And so I need to go this way. And so basically, I haven't finished it yet. And it gives a lot of good prizes. Like if you have the ability to do the Sumeru event, you need to do the Sumeru event. It gives too much good stuff not to do it. And so like they give you a free Kale, the new Dendro 4-star and everything. It's really good. And so, but it's like a 30-day long event. So you know what? I'm not so concerned with doing it all in one day. Whereas before, whenever I first started playing this game, I did all of the events. The day they came out, I did as much of it as possible. Because of the fact I was so afraid of missing out on it and not being able to complete it. Or basically being like, if I don't do all of it, I'm going to not do it. And I'm not going to get all the prizes. Or I'm not going to... And that's a very bad way to think about it. Because then the game becomes unfun. You're not going to have fun if the game turns into a job where you feel like if you miss a day, that you're just going to fail. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not enjoyable at that point. And that's why there's a lot of times where I'll get burnt out on Genshin because I'll go back into that mindset to where I'm just like, I have so much I need to do in the game and I'm on a time limit. If I don't do it in this time limit, I am screwed. I have to do this. It becomes a chore. It becomes a job. And so that's why sometimes I might do my dailies and just log straight out. Or there's some days where I'm just like, you know what? I don't have the time to do it today, to do the dailies on it. I'm just not going to do the dailies, and that's okay. And whenever you finally get to that mindset, it really helps. Because whenever this game first came out, I was, like, addicted to the point where it's like, I had to do the dailies every day. If I didn't do the dailies, I had, like, this horrible pit in my stomach, and it was, like, bad. And it was, like, that's not a good mindset to have, especially with games like this. And that's how they prey on you also to make you feel like you need to, you know... do the gacha stuff, you know, buy characters and everything, because they make you think like, oh no, if I don't get this character, I'll never get him again, or I really could use him, or, oh, people online are saying they're broken, which that's another thing. Sometimes the whatchamacallit, not the reviews, what would you call it? Wait, did I already get this one? I don't have it marked on my map. No, I didn't, it's just a lot further. No, wait, did I? I don't think I went far enough. No, I need to make, it's this direction.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I'm just kind of like a little bit of a rant mode, but not really a rant, more like a caution, because this game, I've seen a lot of people complaining recently that you can't play this game free to play anymore, but you can. It's just you have to be okay with not getting everything all the time. But anyways, where I was going with what I was saying was that, that's how they prey on you with, like, getting the characters and everything is... Oh, no, wait, I already said that part. What I was saying was... Okay, is this one in this tunnel? It's supposed to be, like, right here. It's probably on top of this cliff, now that I think about it, because I don't see it in here. Anyways, what I was actually saying... Sorry, I just totally drew a blank on where I was going with it. I was talking about how the reviews online and stuff. A lot of times people reviewing characters online or the build and stuff, you need to keep a couple of things in mind. One, whenever they're reviewing a character, some of the people that review characters, they're reviewing they don't always review them at Constellation 0 and then Constellation 6. Some of them just review them straight at Constellation 6. And so a lot of characters, especially 5 stars, there's 6 Constellation. If you have all 6 Constellations, that character is busted no matter what you do, because literally you maxed out a character that's going to cost you thousands of dollars to max out. Of course they're broken. And so that's kind of, you got to take with a grain of salt. 4-star characters, I understand a little bit more, where basically it's like, okay, you have a pretty high chance of getting all their constellations over time, so, you know, that kind of thing. But you got to take reviews with a grain of salt and realize that, too, a lot of times, there's characters that I've seen that it's like they've got really great reviews, and I don't like the character. Like, Child is one of them. I love Child as a character, don't get me wrong. I love his design, I love his personality, I love him, but I cannot play as him for the life of me. I have tried multiple times. Every time he's out in an event, every time his, you know, his banner comes back around, I try to do his character trial, I try to figure out how to play as him, and I just cannot play as him. And I don't know what it is, but it's like, his moveset is just something that I just can't do. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like, my body or my mind or something, it just doesn't register, and I just can't play as him. And so, but yet he's like one of the highest rated characters. And so it's the same with Ganyu. Don't get me wrong, I love Ganyu, and I see her appeal, and I have her on my personal account. I use her a lot for some of the harder stuff. But people rant and rave about how broken she is and how phenomenal she is, and yeah, she's great, but it's like, I don't see her as being that busted. I mean, I can see her potential, and like I said, mine is great. I use her a lot whenever I'm in areas where I really need that little boost and everything. But I don't think she's this be-all, end-all that there's a lot of people online that feel that way about her. And so, but then there's other characters too. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, but like, oh, okay, Kazuha's one. He had horrible reviews whenever he first came out. A lot of people said they don't see the appeal of him, they don't see the point of him, they don't think he's going to be that useful. And I ended up getting him, and I was like really disappointed. I'm like, oh great, he's going to be a sucky character. And after playing with him for like 10 minutes, I was like, this character's freaking amazing. Why did everyone bash on him so much? And then I realized, like, about after his banner was over, everyone went online saying how, oh my gosh, he is the most busted character. Everyone was wrong about him. And it's like, you can't always trust the reviews because you need to wait till more people play as a character. Ooh, sweet, we got another level. 224, yes. You need to wait till more people play as a character, or play as a character yourself. There's a lot of characters like Yelan. I love Yelan. A lot of people said you need to skip her. She's okay, but she's kind of gimmicky. I love her gimmick, and she is crazy OP, and now people are saying she's OP. You can't always trust the reviews. You need to trust your own gut on a character, which is why, like I said, you will know what characters you can and can't skip. So don't trust the reviews. Don't be like, oh, well, everyone online says I have to get this character because they're busted, but I don't like the character. If you don't like the character, or you did their trial and you don't think you'd be able to play as them the right way, or you don't feel comfortable playing as them, like you don't enjoy them or understand them, don't get them just because they're part of the meta. Only get a character if you like them. That's going to help a lot with your free-to-play stuff too. But anyways, I'm just kind of ranting and rambling at this point. And we're at time on the episode and everything, so we're going to go ahead and call this part here. Sorry about that kind of ranty ramble, but that's kind of what we do during these, collect-a-thon type things. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!